PTF back with you in the bunker. 2025 Kentucky Derby Monster Pod. We turn our attention to the Far East. And when we do that, we bring in our expert, helps us out with the JRA picks on the In the Money Media website and a frequent guest on these airwaves. Alex Henry on location. How are you?
Hey, doing great, PTF. Thanks for having me, and I'm excited to talk JRA.
So we're going nominally. This video is about is not about Luxor Cafe. It's about the other Japanese contender. Who's qualified for the race through the UAE Derby? What can you tell us about Admire Daytona?
Yeah, I can tell you quite a bit about it in Meyer Daytona. So this is a 3-year-old colt owned by Northern Farm and Junko Kondo, Drefong colt out of a Shackleford mare, Ice Pastel, but she was bred in Japan or sold to Japan via our awesome auction system, as you know, many Japanese outfits do. They buy American Speed, especially that Shackleford line. They like to cross their stamina, so makes sense. She'd be bred to Drefong in Japan. And so this colt has been, kind of on and off. He's won twice from 6 starts, most recently winning the UAE Derby just last weekend. So really exciting that he was able to, show his skills, even though he was not the favorite. He was the fifth choice. But I am really excited for this colt's future.
Let's talk about the UAE Derby specifically and try to put it in context. I know you've got some data at some point where you did such a great job for us last year with the speed figure conversions for Breeders' Cup. We'll do something like that once again on the In the Money Plus side. Folks who want all the info can check that out in themoneypodcast.com/plus. But there's a couple of different ways of trying to estimate that figure. In another one of our videos here, Randy Moss, when we were talking Luxor Cafe, estimated that figure in the low 80s, definitely not as fast as the race last year. You have another perspective on that, which I'd love to hear.
I do. So at least for Admired Daytona, Forever Young ran a pretty big fig last year, which made us very excited for his Derby prospects, and he ran to that those projected results. But for Admired Daytona, his time form has him at a 109 rating, so that's different than the time form speed figures we see on our forms. But that is considerably lower than Forever Young. He was rated I believe he got a 117 last year for his UAE Derby win. So, we are looking at a horse with a lot of potential upside. Definitely hasn't peaked yet, but I'd be interested to see, other we do our full analysis. It'd be interesting to see other sources like Netkeba what they'd say about that.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, I mean, that puts it considerably, everybody agrees, considerably slower than Forever Young. But to me, just rough translating that time form number, that feels like high 80s buyer, which certainly gives him more of a squeak than Randy's low 80s buyer. One question I have about this horse, though, as you go through that pedigree, it seems like for a Japanese runner, speed more than stamina. What do you think Admire Daytona's ability is going to be to get the 10 furlongs?
I mean, great question. Drefong, we know that's all speed there. Shackleford, speed, speed, speed. But on his dam side, so Ice Pastel, her dam million gift is by Sunday Silence, which, as you know, as we all know, Derby winner, Preakness winner, has that stamina influence and has been a primary stamina influence in Japan for the last pretty much 40 years at this
Yeah.
point.
Change the
Also,
breed.
indeed, and has Nijinsky on that dam line side as well. So significant stamina influences there. So if the trainer isn't worried, I wouldn't be worried. They're
Right.
pretty good at pinpointing the distance their horses like in Japan.
And something else we're going to be doing here on the channel is checking in from the grounds the week of. We're going to have workout videos. We'll have the opportunity to have some of our experts see the horse in the flesh and be able to report back on that, which will, give us some insight into how he's handling the local surroundings, etc. Going to take a pause here. Going to come back to you in a moment, Alex, but do want to let folks know that this video is brought to you by our friends at TwinSpires.com. Kentucky Derby betting challenge coming up. There are still opportunities to qualify. TwinSpires back in the tournament's game in a big way. To see the full qualifying schedule and learn more about the KDBC, go to TwinSpires.com and navigate over to that tournaments tab. So let's get to the bottom line on Admire Daytona. And then, of course, I have to take your temperature on Luxor Cafe as well. But is this a horse you're considering for your wagers as more than just the ultimate JRA fangirl?
I really want to see him closer to Derby Day. I definitely want to check out those works on inthemoneymedia.com, and Inner Circle as well. But I want to see what folks on the ground are saying about him, because I'm worried that, as Dubai takes a lot out of horses. We saw even from the Saudi Cup day to Dubai World Cup night. So a lot of those horses that performed well in Saudi didn't perform as well as we thought they would in
Yep.
Dubai. So I want to see him, in video flesh before I make
Yes.
a decision.
How about Luxor Cafe? I mean, he seems demonstrably faster, beat Admire Daytona in that race, 2 back by 3 1/4 lengths. I'm curious what the perspective is. We won't have time form figures for them again. We will have some figure conversions coming down the line. But what's your gut? I mean, you certainly can't be more impressive visually than he was in the Fukaru Stakes.
I'm so freaking excited for this colt. I've been waiting for an American Pharaoh to come along that really could contend in the Derby. My favorite US American horse during my lifetime is American Pharaoh, tied with Zenyatta, if you have to ask. But I'm just super freaking excited. His race last out was really good. And that Hyacinth Stakes qualified him for the Derby. That listed stake in February was excellent. So pedigree is there, 10 out of 10. Half to Cafe Pharaoh, which was another exciting horse in the past, won 4 from 6. He'd be my top three. I can't
Gotcha.
wait.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we'll talk more before the Derby. I will show off my cool. And if I hold at the angle, you can almost see it. You'll appreciate this. My Briar American Pharaoh ornament. And if I pull out the screen here just a little bit more, let's see, you might just be able to see Zenyatta herself. Oh yeah, there she is. No, she's just out of frame.
Over there.
She's just out of frame. She's back there though. Trust me on this one, Alex. We'll have to have some sort of horse toy and doll off at some point. I'm going to make you the 1-5 favorite, but I'm not going down without a fight.
Yep, I'm bet. Let's do it.
Alex, thank you so much.
Thank you.